breaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain. Game of survival. Any time or place, watch them run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch them run away. I got no, I got no rival.
How are we all? Welcome back to Turf Morehouse TV. If you were with us half an hour ago, then thank you for sticking with us and hope you enjoyed whatever you got up to within the last half an hour. I was just sat here trying to sort out that match preview, get it onto podcast platforms so that it's all available to bleed people's ears for ahead of our game this weekend, which, as I said, I was not predicting in that match preview. I don't do my predictions in the match previews because I want to do them here on the prediction show. Not that it means much difference. I'm shite at this anyway. That said, really do appreciate everybody's love and support on the channel. Please do keep it coming. We are covering this weekend's fixtures in the Football League, in the Championship in particular. So get your predictions in as we go through the games and let us know what you think. If you could as well, and you're brand new here, please do drop us a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we next go live. I do have Anthony who's set to join us, and, well, a bit like Burnley's Anthony, top of the league when it comes to predictions, so he's not doing too badly. We'll bring him in just a second. Here's where you can find us on social media. And there he is. There he is, the man of the moment, Anthony Herbert. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, Dan. I'm just getting over that FA Cup defeat, but you know, it wasn't that bad. I thought we didn't play that bad, to be honest with you, losing 3-0. Could have been worse. I mean, we played really well up until the 75th minute, and then obviously Man City scoring these 2 goals. And then it was that was it. It went a bit downhill from there. But yeah, I could be proud of how they played.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously, like you said, we had the quarterfinals, the 5th round of the cup yesterday. We could have been facing off against each other if you'd have got the win.
Yeah, we could have been. You know, if we would have won, that would have been, you know, it would have been nice. But I mean, you went and watched the game, didn't you, Burnley, against Fleetwood Mac, and and yeah, it was you know, I mean, it was definitely. But you predicted the draw, didn't you? In the next round, you just knew you were going to get Man City.
Yeah, it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. We always do. It's beyond the joke. Takes the piss, but hey ho, we move. How have you been? First and foremost, what have you been up to this week, out and out?
Nothing much. Just watching football. Well, loads of football. Working and annoying the missus. Just, you know, that's all I ever do, really.
Yeah, the day-to-day laugh. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, you do your own show regarding Arsenal. I know you're a Bristol City fan, but predominantly you are an Arsenal supporter. And you do an Arsenal show tell people where they can go check that out?
Yeah, I host the Arsenal show. It's on Football United TV. It's a show called Gunners from All Corners, and we just get Arsenal fans on there, just chatting about Arsenal, the games prior, and obviously for and all that. And we just have a good laugh, a good debate, and that's what it's all about, really.
It is. It's all about having a laugh, I suppose. The link to your Twitter is in the description of this video. However, there is also another link in the description of this video that we would like you to check out. And to be honest, this man here, Brad, who's in the chat, who does Top 10 Battles channel, me and Anthony do go on there and help Brad out with that channel and try and give our top 10s, which sometimes there's always a difference of opinion. That's what we like about it. I think we've all had a turn at playing referee a little bit, which is good. But enjoy it. Please go check out Top 10 Battles. It is in the link of this video, and show your support there. And let's get Brad's subscribers right up, please, if you so can. Ryan's in the chat as well. Go check out Huddersfield Town TV, Huddersfield Town Fan TV. Let's not forget it. HTF TV is how it is. HTF TV 8 on most of the socials.
Yeah.
I remember when Ryan used to get it wrong, but go check them out as well. But big up to yourself, Ryan. I'm not doing too bad. I'm glad you can be in. The missus is in. She says, "Good evening, boys. Good evening to yourself."
Good evening, Kate.
Brad says, "What an intro." No, I appreciate that. I'm going to have to try and change it to Premier League teams next season. So that's a lot of faffing about. Ryan says hello to Anthony too. Dan Mack says hi as well. Tyler's in. Hope you're doing well. Ryan says love it. Luke's in even after all the shaming of Burnley on his Insta story. But how do you, Tim Pot, Forest fan, whatever you want to call yourself? But hope you're well, Luke. Hope you are well. Just want to say as well, last week, Anthony.
Yeah.
We were level on the scores. We didn't do too bad, me and you. We both got 5 apiece. Out of the 12 games, both got 5. As you remember last week, we tried to predict how many we would get right for an extra bonus point, and none of us were close. In fact, you were the closest. You said you'd get 6 right, but you got 5. I said 7, but got 5. Kate said 4, but out of 12 games, Kate got 9 correct last week. She came back with a fucking bang last week. She absolutely stormed it. Don't know how she managed that. She's clearly been looking for anonymous tip-offs online or something like that. I don't know. She's probably been speaking to Ivan Tony behind my back. But yeah, she absolutely smashed it last week. 9 results, correct. I was only 1 behind her as well. So it's she's stolen away a little bit. So that does, to be fair, I didn't top the scores up, but that would put me on 102.
Yeah.
You would now be on 112, so you're still 10 in front of me. And Kate would now be on 106. So she's not far behind you. She's only 4 away from you and 4 away from me. She's slap bang in the middle. But no, she's been asking me every single day this week. Make sure you tell Anthony that I got 9 out of 12. Make sure you let him know. I want to hear what he says. She's actually gone out of the room to turn the phone up to hear what you'd say about the fact of how many she'd get.
Well, all I'm going to say to Kate is fair play. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't know what you thinking this week, Dan. Does she deserve to get beaten by us, or
it's war now, isn't it?
It's war. It's tug of war. That's what it is. It's definitely war. Well, congratulations on last week, Kate. I will put my hands up and say to you, congratulations. But this week, it's changing.
Normality is coming back. Tyler says here, I'm good, thanks, pal. Hope you lot are good. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Too bad,
And I'm
mate.
sure Anthony's not too bad either.
Yeah.
Kate says, let me guess, Kate's gone with Preston. Oh, yes, that's what you said. What were you saying, Anthony? Let me guess.
Yeah.
Kate's gone with Preston last week, and she did. She did. She did indeed. Tyler says, I got 4 games spot on last week. Nice one. See, you're only one behind me and Anthony. I thought when Luke came in, there was a dick in the chat, but it seems we've got 2 in tonight. Big Rich is in. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing Rich.
Kate, look at Kate giving it bigger. No.
Do you know what? My brother messaged me and he put all the predictions in last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he messaged me. He reckons he got either.
He says it here. I had 4 right and 4 scores.
4 right and 4 scores. Yeah.
So again, he's not done too bad either. Collins in says, good evening, can't get rid of me, I'm a stalker. Honest, I know, tell me about it. Jokes aside, North, I really do appreciate it, Colin. Thanks for coming in. And you are, Kate's right, she's still only second. She's only second. Yeah. Ryan says, Anthony, do you go to away games for Bristol? You plays on a Tuesday, as you know. I'll let you answer that one.
No, I don't go on away games. It's every now and then that I do go on the home games. Every chance I see Bristol City. I took my son first time when we beat West Brom in the FA Cup. We beat them 3-0, and he enjoyed every minute of it. And he said Bristol City would win 4-0, but they won 3. So I'm open to taking down a game. Taking down a game and watch the City. So he brought good luck to the team that time. So I'm thinking if I take him down, he might bring him a bit of good luck.
Who knows? Kate's just walked past me at the side of the sofa and round, and it almost felt like she'd walked in with like a collar on her dressing gown up. She just walks in like this with a bit of a Conor McGregor swagger, giving it the big one, and like she says here. Yeah, giving it here with arms out here like that. This is my proudest prediction moment. Let me have my moment.
We will.
Huns, we get called. Oh, it's a good job you're not on a Celtic Rangers chat. You'd get slaughtered for calling someone a Hun. Ants away days are the sofa to the armchair, lol.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Mella's in. Hope you are well, Mella. Good luck to your teams as well. Good luck to your team, Watford. You're doing all right this season as well. Hopefully, get yourselves back into the playoff hunt if you're not already. I think you're just outside of it, if I'm not mistaken. I need to get the table up. That's the one thing I didn't do. Typical me. Always one step behind. But yeah, just outside the playoffs in 8th position. So not too bad. Not too bad a position. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give us all a chance to try and predict how many scores we're going to get for an extra bonus point. So, Anthony, I'll come to you first. How many do you think you'll get this week out of the 12 games?
Do you know what? I'm gonna stay with my same prediction, Dan. I'm gonna go 6 again.
6. Happy days. Right, let's put that on. Kate, what are you going for?
11.
Anthony said 11. But I'm sure she's just typed her answer, even though she could just tell me, but she's got a gob full of biscuit, so I guess that's not going to happen. A gob full of biscuit and an arse full of gas. 5. Kate going for 5 this time. She's not as confident. Well, she's one more confident than she was last time round, because she only predicted herself to get 4. But she's going for 5. I'm going to stick with mine. I'm going for a good week. I'm going 7 again. I'm going 7 again. I don't know why I'm backing myself. I do shart at these. I should give myself 2 and just hope for the best. But yeah, so that is our predicted to get. We shall see in the long run. Let's get on with it then. As I say, it is game week 26. I know that in the terms of games, there has been 34 played for most teams, but we're not doing the Tuesday midweek fixtures. Unless it falls on a Monday, then they count in this prediction show. So let's start the proceedings then. Over in Yorkshire, funnily enough, at the MKM Stadium, Hull City versus West Brom. West Brom sat in 11th, 48 points. Hull in 16th with 42. Not much difference. Hull lost their last game. West Brom have lost and won in their last 2. Hull are so hit and miss, aren't they? West Brom, I mean, Carlos Coburn had them playing unbeatable football at one point, but now they're starting to show a few cracks and teams are getting results against the Baggies.
Yeah, I mean, when he took over, you know, he was, they were sort of like near bottom, and then he was winning games and going up. And, you know, they were just out of that reach from the playoffs, weren't they? You know, and then it's like what you said. They just sunken down into this spiral. But obviously, they won their game before as well. Hull, I don't. They're it's like what you said. They're so hit and miss. Reminds me of like Birmingham City. They can actually pull a result out of the bag when you don't expect it. So,
these are the games that they need to be getting points in as well, you know, to get themselves back close with West Brom on the points.
It is, yeah. I mean, this one's quite hard to call, Dan. And I always say, if this one's quite hard to call, do you know what? I'm going to go on the fence with this one.
On the fence. Interesting. Interesting shout. People in the chat are saying Ryan's gone for 2-0 to West Brom. Tyler's gone exactly the same thinking as Ryan as well, with a 2-0 win for the Baggies. Kate's gone for a Baggies win. Your brother is same mans and everything. He's on the fence as well. A 1-1 draw, and Colin's gone for the draw as well. So, Luke, you have to be different, don't you? It has to be different. Hull win. Luke's gone for. It is all about predictions, though. It's only opinion. But yes, he has gone down the different route. I'm with Kate. I'm going to go for a West Brom win. I just think they'll be too strong for Hull. And if they want to get themselves up into the playoffs, this is the time to be putting teams to the slaughter. So for me, they've got to go to Hull and try and get something. But it is a Friday night kickoff in Hull. I mean, you don't want to be staying over in Hull for too long anyway. But 8 o'clock on a Friday night, be grim in town centre, I'll tell you that. City centre, sorry. Speaking of grim, Ewood Park, 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. Those grim, I don't know, troll-looking flaming inbreds taking on Sheffield United. I mean, again, Blackburn are coming into form at a good time. You know, they got the win over Leicester midweek. Just saying that in case Chris comes in. If you didn't hear me, Chris, Leicester 0, Burnley 2. I mean, no, Leicester 0, Blackburn 2. Yeah. I'm prepping myself for next season.
It was 2-1.
Weren't 2-0?
I thought Leicester scored in that game.
No. I finished 2-0. No.
Oh, right. Sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, they had a good win. Obviously, Sheffield United dumping Tottenham out the FA Cup yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
another tough game to call.
It is a tough game to call.
And it's not just that. These two have drawn each other in the quarter-final of the Cup. You know, at Bramall Lane in the Cup again. So, you know, but it's a taster of what's to come.
Yeah, it is a taster of what's to come. But this, though, is one of them, obviously, one of them's going to lose and go out the Cup. But which one would favour the league more than the Cup? That's what I'm thinking as well, you know. So I mean,
But again, in terms of position, there's not much difference apart from, Sheffield United are trying to keep that second spot their own. They've got Borough breathing down the neck for it. And I know they're still, what is it, 7 points clear of Borough, but and they've got a game in hand to Sheffield United. But Blackburn are also up there in fourth with 55 points. They've won 3 games on the bounce now, and they're back at home. I think they've only got 4 home games left of the season as well. So it's 4 big games to try and keep themselves pushed up into that playoff, playoff position.
You know what?
It's a tough one to call. 12:30.
It is a tough one to call, but I'm going to add to edge with Sheffield United here. The only reason being is because of the goal difference that's actually on the table, and that's the only thing that I can think of and puts me in the favour of Sheffield United.
Well, that's fair enough. Fair enough. You've gone for the away side in this one. Ryan's gone for Blackburn to win it. He's gone for the dirty unwashed to win this one 2-1. Tyler's gone for those that love a greasy chip butty to win 2-1 away from home. Your brother again is on the fence. He's gone for a Desmond. But Kate's of the same thinking. She's gone for a draw. Blackburn are playing better and Sheffield United aren't doing bad either. So it will be a close call. And as your brother said, both had good FA Cup results in the week. Dan Mack says we'll have to go Sheffield United 4, Blackburn 1. May put up a fight, but second half United always better. And your brother's decided to change his mind to 2-1 Blackburn instead of 2-2.
Yeah.
Colin's gone for a draw again as well. I don't know how to call this one. Like I say, I'm looking at it and I think Sheffield United have lost 2-1-1. Are they turning things back around again? I've seen some of Blackburn's games this year, and they still can get results even when they're playing shit.
Yeah.
I watched them against Sunderland about a month ago, and Sunderland were all over them. Absolutely all over them. But Blackburn managed to get a 2-0 result.
You could actually go on the fence, and then because you haven't picked a Blackburn win, have you? In one way.
Yeah, there is that. I am going to go on the fence. Actually, just because it also helps in Burnley's favour that Sheffield United don't pick up any more points.
Yeah.
Blackburn don't get 3 points, so that's always good to see.
Yeah.
A draw's not a bad result. So yeah, I'll go on the fence with Kate for this one. It's apparently 2-1 Blackburn. Ian Atchell got a late one back. I thought it was 2-0.
Yeah, no, it was 2-1. Ian Atchell did get one back. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was 2-1.
Well, fair enough. I'll hold my hands up. I apologise. I did see it at 2-0. I thought it had finished that way, but it must have been, like you said there, must have been a late one. I was on my way back from Turf Moor at that point. But Luke says Sheffield United win. Next on the list, then, you've got to be beating these, Anthony. You've got to be beating these. Cardiff at the Cardiff City Stadium. As we all know, Bristol City 13th in the league. In their last 5 games, they have won 2, drawn 2, and won their last one. Cardiff has in their last 5 lost 2, won 2, and then lost again. So to keep that form up of 2 losses, 2 wins, go back to 2 losses, obviously you'll be hoping. And it also takes you further away from them. I know there's a good, healthy gap between you. 35 points Cardiff are on. You're on 44. An outside chance if things keep up for Bristol City of potentially making the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's a very slim outside chance, though.
There is a very slim outside chance, and I think Nigel Pearson is actually, with the players he's got, he's actually finally getting through to them, and he's just in the team. I mean, hence yesterday was our 13th game unbeaten. Well, not yesterday, but against Man City. But it was a bit of a shock. But then again, I think we're doing all right in the league. So I thought we're going to go on. We're going to win this one. So I'll go definitely Bristol City win. I think with this win, I think depending on other results, I think Bristol City will send Cardiff down into that relegation, the bottom three. Then
It can't happen.
it can't happen.
It can't happen. They're on 35 points. The three in the bottom three are on 31. So even if they all win, they'd
I
still
thought
be
it
a
did.
point behind.
I thought it could happen.
No, they'd still all be a point behind, even if they did.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, we'll do
But
that
they
then.
bring them closer to it. They bring them closer to dropping in there.
Yeah.
But that said, it's a full house. I'm also with you on going for Bristol City. I don't know whether Kate's gone for Bristol City. She said I actually went with a bullshit win because she's put BS win instead of BC. So she actually went with a bullshit win. Or a ball sack win. I don't know how she wants to look at it. Unless she's taking mick and saying Bristol shitty. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to say. But
I think
she has
Bristol
gone for Bristol to win. She has gone for Bristol to win. We can at least note that down. Tyler says Cardiff won, Bristol City won, and she did correct herself. Put BC, which was if you add a 10 to it, was the year that Chris Florian of Leicester Till I Die TV was born. 10 BC. Rich says, I meant it was 2-1 Blackburn FA Cup, still going 2-2 on the fence on Saturday. Right, I get you. I'm with you. As I say, and yeah, Tyler's gone 1-1. Luke's gone for a Bristol City win as well. Your brother's just reminding you to get him a card, you tight bastard. He says it's his birthday Saturday, and on my birthday, and the record is all full, I'm going 2-0 Bristol City.
Yeah, it's his birthday Saturday. I'm sorry, Dick, but I ain't got you fuck all. No, I got my card. Filled it out. Yeah.
Sentiments in there. I got her to write.
I might have put a tenner in it or not. I don't know, but I can't remember if I did or not.
You've probably put a tenner lady in it instead of a £10 note.
Yeah, tenner lady. That's the one. Yeah.
Colin says if Bristol can play like they did against Man City, then I'll go for a Bristol win. Yeah, you did play pretty well, even though the scoreline said different. You did play pretty well, but good result for Bristol City, and we've all backed it. We've all backed Bristol City to do the biz away in Wales. The Clarets do not have far to travel with a trip to Bloomfield Road. As you know, we literally did the match preview ahead of this video. And, well, let's just say Lee Charles was not a happy man in terms of Blackpool. He said it's going to be the easiest game you have ever played in. He also said that there's no fart. They shit from corners. They shit at free kicks. They can't do anything. It's been absolutely dross. Ryan did say as well for that one that Cardiff 0, Bristol City 2. Please, Bristol, do us a favour. Ryan said, which I'm sure he'll be hoping for. Hope that mentions that one, Ryan. We've got it in. I'm just going to say it now. Kate said Burnley win. Of course. I've gone for a Burnley win away at Blackpool. They did draw 3-3 with us at Turf Moor early on in the season, but things are just not looking good for the Seasiders at the moment. They've lost their last two. They are in that bottom three, all on 31 points in there. And do you just expect misery to continue on the Fylde coast?
Well, I've always said I like Blackpool because they don't seem to be bad in attack, didn't they? They're quite good in attacking. I just watched your preview show just before, and I don't know. I just feel that. Sorry, what was that? He's going for a Burnley win. Yeah, going for a Burnley win.
Hey, I see what you did there. I like it. Ryan's gone for Blackpool 0, Burnley 4. Similar scoreline to what Ryan had to watch when his beloved Huddersfield came to Turf Moor. Sorry, Ryan, I had to mention it. I apologise. Colin says Burnley win. Luke says Burnley win, as we all know. Kate said Burnley win as well. Tyler's gone for Blackpool 1, Burnley 3. Ryan says boo. Rich has gone for Burnley. They don't score a lot against Lancashire clubs. Look at last night. Well, yeah, we did. I've got to commend Fleetwood last night. Fleetwood played pretty well, and defended it's so much more difficult against 10 men than it is against 11. I'll give you that, because they have to defend for their lives. It's bodies on the line, jumping in front of everything. We just looked like we didn't know where the goal were, to be honest, either. We kept passing it side to side, trying to find an opening. In the end, it finally came. I've watched a few Fleetwood Town fans' vlogs, people like Nappers as well, who's a big COD Army supporter, and he does match vlogs. And he even said that Burnley should have won that game 4-5-0, but we didn't. And that is credit to how Fleetwood played. So, let's see what happens. I'm just hoping for a win. And as I say, I am going to back Burnley as well. It's should be an interesting one. But Luke says, although if Blackpool were to sneak a win, it will just sum up the championship. It would. It is that business end. There's 12 games to go. 12 games to go in terms of this season ending, and they need to pick up. They need to pick up these points big time. Colin says it was never a red card. I can see why it was given. It was a half foot. And it does warrant a red card no matter what. But I don't think there was any malice in it. I did think it was for the ball. But from a refereeing perspective, it's a red card incident, and that's why he received the red. Whether there was malice or intent or not, I thought it was a bit harsh, to be honest. But that's the laws of the game, I suppose. But your brother's going for a 4-2 scoreline. Oof.
Yeah,
the fact you think Blackpool's going to score too. We'll see. The EFL football, funny old game, isn't it? Ryan will be interested in this one. His ears will be pricked after listening to this. It's Huddersfield against Coventry at the John Smith Stadium. Neil Warnock will be hoping to get a tune out of his boys. Yes, he gave Burnley a lot of credit. He said that game was a free hit. He knows now that every game to come is going to be a challenge. Ryan even says it as well. Every single game is a cup final now for Huddersfield. And as you well know, they are in 22nd on 31 points. Coventry are on 10th with 49 points. Again, another team trying a late push for the playoffs. Mark Robbins got them playing some decent stuff. But are Huddersfield going to go from bobbins to 3 points against Mark Robbins? How do you think this is going to go on today?
Well, I think, since Neil Warnock's come in, he's done good for Huddersfield. Obviously, despite that news, obviously against in the last game against Burnley. So it's like what you said, that was a free hit. But on Coventry aren't doing too bad this season. And the way Huddersfield is playing at the minute under Neil Warnock, is an extra game. I think the players roughly know his strategy of play, and how he wants them to play on the pitch as well. And with a guy like Neil Warnock, he'll get that through to the players. So regarding that, and how I'm thinking how it's going to go, I'm going to go on the fence with this one.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm going to go on the fence. I think it's going to be a goal.
Going on the fence. I mean, Ryan, who obviously is a Huddersfield Town expert, says he's going for a 2-1 win for the Terriers. Back at home this weekend, and Coventry have quite a few injuries, especially in midfield. Let's get the stadium bouncing again like it was against Birmingham. Up the Terriers, Neil Warnock, Barmy Army. Tyler says Huddersfield Town 0, Coventry City 1. That's what I was trying to say, Luke. I thought that was it as well. Ryan says, our game in hand on Cardiff is against Bristol on Tuesday, so should be interesting. Kate's gone against you, Ryan. She's gone against Huddersfield. Kate's gone for Coventry. Richard's gone for Coventry as well. And as he says there, got Huddersfield Tuesday night away. Colin's gone for a draw. Luke's gone for a Coventry win as well. Boo Huddersfield, yuck. Oh, that'll cut you deep. I can't look past Coventry. I'm sorry. I know Huddersfield are trying their best to get out of it. And I know they need a pick-me-up result, Ryan. Now, this is why I'm trying to say this, because I know I'm going to probably get the same sentiment you've just said to Kate with, I'm disappointed in you. I just think, yes, at home, you're going to be a different animal, and you're going to want a pick-me-up result after what had happened at Turf Moor. Coventry are playing some good stuff defensively.
But they have got injured players.
Defensively, they have been solid.
Yeah.
They have literally had one or two of their players in the last 3 or 4 team of the weeks in defensive positions. So to break them down when you're a team that are struggling to score at the moment is going to be hard. That's my only thinking. But yes, you can boo me all you like. You can call it rubbish. We are not against you, Ryan. Although Kate might have something in that. I'm not against Ryan. I'm against Huddersfield. Ouch. One thing you'll learn, Ryan, is Kate is a little bit like you. She'll just say it how it is. It must be the Yorkshire in her. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Coventry as well. Next on that list, then, Ryan says that's just as bad. You're against me if you're against Huddersfield. Ooh, you Yorkshire folks should be sticking together. Anyway, before I get it in the neck, Luton taking on Swansea at Kenilworth Road. 3 o'clock kickoff. Luton, again, have been in good form. Swansea need to turn their fortunes around as well. They're sat in 15th. They've lost 2 and drawn in the last 3. Luton, who are in 6th position, have 54 points. They've got Norwich and Watford breathing down their necks. But they have won and drawn in their last 2. And they'll be hoping to keep their promotion push alive. Do you think Swansea have enough to get points at Kenilworth Road, or is Luton one of those places that at home Luton should have the job done?
I think Luton will have the job done. I don't think the Swans are any good in the minute. They were good at the beginning part of the season, but now it's exactly the same thing as like West Brom to a certain extent, isn't it? With like being up there and then they started losing and they're spiraling down. I think with Luton, I think they got, it's like what I said on the last stream, they got the smallest pitch in the league, I think. And I think, and that obviously they're used to it because it's their own pitch. And I feel that Luton's got more to offer in this game than what Swansea has, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go down for a Luton win on this one, Dan.
No, that's fair enough. That is totally fair enough. Rich Sports is in the building. Big up to yourself, Rich. Hope everything is well with yourself. Case says, well, back to Ryan. Rawr. Tyler, obviously back in his own team. Tyler's gone for a 1-0 win over the Swans. He said, joined on that. Oh, definitely. Kate's gone with Luton win, same as yourself, Anthony. Ryan says Luton win, as does Luke. Colin's gone for a Luton win. Luton versus Swansea only have 2 wins in 10 games between them, so he's going for a Desmond, a 2-2. And funnily enough, your brother's on the fence as well. I'm going to go with you and Kate. I'm going to go for a Luton win. I think at Kenilworth Road, it's a horrible, dainty little place. You're so close to the pitch, you almost feel like you're playing the game yourself. But Luton like that, and they soak it up left, right, and centre. And I'm sure they will get that result done over Swansea. However, a team in Van Vettel at the moment. Down at the Riverside, Middlesbrough taking on Paul Ince's Reading. Borough just... I mean, this result speaks for itself. Borough win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be a Borough win. I just every weekend, or if they're playing in the week, you just keep seeing Middlesbrough win. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got them. He's got them to a T. He's doing brilliant there. The players are picking up. They're scoring goals. One of their top goal scorers, Akpom, he's brilliant. He's in fine form. And they've got quite a few goal scorers within that team as well. You just notice the difference in play, how they used to play, like last season, the season before as well. He's got them up firing and scoring goals, and I can't see nothing apart from Middlesbrough winning this one.
No, Borough need a comeback result as well, don't they? After losing 2-0 to West Brom last week, they will need that pick-me-up result, which will have hurt them a little bit, and they'll know full well that they need to do something about it. But Kate's gone for
a blip.
Yeah, exactly. Kate's gone for a Borough win. You've gone for a Borough win. Clean sweep again. I've gone for Borough as well. Ryan has as well. So has Colin. So has Luke. So has Tyler. And so has Dick. He's gone for it as well.
Well done, Dick. How is my Dick? I haven't seen it for ages. How is he?
Speaking of dicks, this game will be a tough one to predict for you, Anthony.
Oh,
Millwall, Norwich. Both teams literally close in the division. Millwall in 5th. They are in the playoff hunt with 54 points. Norwich just outside in 7th with 52. But they have 2 wins back-to-back. So they'll be looking for a 3rd consecutive win. Millwall have drawn, won, drawn. Again, tough result to call.
It is a tough result to call.
Potential of this one.
But, I feel like with the way Norwich is playing at the minute, I feel I've got to go for a Norwich win. I fucking hate Millwall. Seriously, I can't. I don't know what it is. It's about them. I just fucking hate them. I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of people that doesn't like Millwall. Let's be honest. If there's any Millwall fans in the chat, I'm sorry, but I fucking hate your team. I can't get any clearer than that. Seriously. So put me down for a Norwich win, and hopefully, I'll let Millwall score a goal. I'll see 3-1 Norwich.
Oh, fair play. People in the chat are saying Tyler's gone for a Desmond. He's gone for a 2-2. Colin's gone for a draw. Richard said lol. Kate went with a Norwich win, but I think it'll be fairly close. Maybe even a draw potentially. But she put a Norwich win. She can't cover both angles. That's the one she's picked. Ryan's gone for Millwall 2-1, and I do not like Millwall either. But at the Den, it's a very difficult place to go. Luke's gone for a Millwall win. Your brother says, hate Millwall, but at the Den, I go them to win this by the odd goal. I've gone on the fence. I think this is a very tough game to call. I can't see either side winning it. Millwall won't want Norwich to get themselves in the playoffs. Yeah. Norwich won't want to lose to these either. There could be a chance where both teams sort of count each other out. But we shall see come 5 o'clock on Saturday. I've gone on the fence with this one. Next up on the list, Rotherham. The only time Yorkshire would be ever considered anywhere near America when Rotherham play at the New York Stadium. They take on QPR, and QPR are down there as well, 39 points, 4 losses on the bounce. Rotherham have a win and a draw behind them, and they are still 2 points behind QPR. The perfect time to be playing them, for me, I'm going to have to back the home side. I think Rotherham. I think Rotherham should have enough about QPR. QPR are on a downward spiral at the minute.
They are. They are. God knows how they're going to get out of it. I mean, they hadn't long sacked their manager. Remember, we were discussing about their manager.
Yeah, they sacked Critchley, didn't they?
Yeah, and the opinions that I had on him wasn't that great, in all fairness. And you know, I just, well, I rest my case on that one. But you know what, Dan, I got to be with you on this. I fancy a Rotherham win, home advantage. I think this might be a bit of a high scoring game. To be honest with you, I think you're talking at least 3-0, or if QPR can score lucky, I think it'll either be a 3-0 or a 3-1 win for Rotherham.
Happy days. Happy days. There's a few that Peter think it as well. Tyler's gone for Rotherham to win 2-1. Although Colin's gone a board draw and Kate's gone for a draw as well. Ryan thinks QPR might nick this. I'm hoping more than being optimistic about this happening. I suppose for you, it's a case of trying to keep the teams that are down there not getting any points. So you've got a chance to try and stay, you know, get yourselves within touching distance of those and get yourselves out of it. But you've got to do your job as well, I suppose. Luke's gone for a Rotherham win. John's gone for a 0-0. Thinks it'll be boring as well. Get me to bed. That's probably what I think of that fixture, actually, Rotherham QPR. It's probably going to be one of those, like people saying, a boring one. Ryan's going to go 1-1. Luke, as I said, where it says Rotherham win. Next on the list, then, Sunderland at home to Stoke. Stoke City take the trip to the Stadium of Light. Stoke sitting 17th. They've won one and lost one in the last two. They're on 40 points. Sunderland in 9th with 49 points, but they've lost their last two games as well. Sunderland just can't seem to find that form again, and maybe they're starting to slip. It's not the perfect time to do it, but again, Stoke, one of them sides, they just turn up, and you don't know what Stoke you're going to get from one week to the next.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it's like what you said with Sunderland, because they were edging out towards the playoffs, and I think they're going into that spiral phase, aren't they? I don't think they'll get the playoffs, Dan. I don't think they will, but they'll have a good spell. You know, obviously in the Championship, they're doing really well. You can't fault them from where they are because you know they have been scoring, they have been winning games and producing points out of the bag. But this was a quite tricky one. You know what? I'm going to go for a Stoke win on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's an
Very
underdog.
interesting.
I do like to pick an underdog every now and then, and this is the underdog. This is what I'm going to go for.
No, good shout. Good shout.
Yeah.
Ryan's going for a Sunderland 3-0 victory over Stoke. Big scoreline there. Colin's going for a home win to the Mackhams. Tyler's thinking the same as well. Sunderland to get a victory. Luke's gone for a draw. Rich has gone for Sunderland to get 2. Ryan says, I'm looking forward to visiting the Stadium of Light in April when we play them, as it's a new ground for me. I've been twice now, and I've seen us win and draw. We drew in the Cup for a replay, and then obviously beat them 4-2 in the division this year after being 2-0 down at half-time. That were some result of that. Kate's gone for a Sunderland win. So you're both opposite each other, and I thought, well, it's only fair that I sort of even it out. So I went straight down the middle. So we've all got a different scoreline for this one, which is the first time we've done that this week. So yeah, that's going to make for an interesting one. But this is the sort of game where it could go either way. It really could.
Yeah.
Last two games to speculate on as well. Watford taking on Preston and Wigan taking on Birmingham in the last two games. We'll get through them in just a moment. But while there is 17 of you in this chat at the moment, Please do like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I really do appreciate it. We are on the road to getting to 1,000 subscribers, so please do help us get there. As I say, we are one big community. It's not just about getting people in the chat and getting involved. It's just whether you comment or not, you're all appreciated. So please do keep supporting us as you all do. Thank you very much for that. Let's go then to Watford Preston. Watford again, as I said, they're just outside the playoffs in 8th, 50 points. Preston in 12th, 46 points. Away from home, they're a better side. Still, I don't think they're going to be good enough to take the points off Watford. But who am I to say? The EFL is towards the end of the season. Teams can get points here, there, and everywhere. What's your prediction for this one?
Because he's doing quite well there, and he's he's doing a really good job since he's come in. So I think with that one, I'm going to have to go for a Watford win. I can't really see Preston scoring many goals in this game against a good Watford side. I mean, they got he's keeping the defence up a bit as well. You notice Watford are they're conceding less than what they normally did before he come in, like goals wise. And he's got the team adjusted and all that. They're playing good football, attacking football as well. So regarding that, I can't see Preston winning this. So you'd have to put me down for a Watford win, Dan.
No, Watford win. I have got you down for. Funnily enough, Kate's gone for a Watford win. I've gone for a Watford win. Yeah. Kate's gone for Watford.
I was expecting to go for Preston.
Yeah, Anthony said he thought you were going to go for Preston. You probably should have done, yeah. They were like, you backed us last week. Why are you not backing us again? But it's a full house for the home side, all back in Watford on home soil at Vicarage Road. Tyler's gone for 2-1. Watford as well, unfortunately. Luke's going for a Preston win. Ryan's going for 2-0 to Watford. Your brother's gone for Watford as well. So is Colin. And John says Watford win also. They were poor. They were poor. And on to the final game. On to the final game we have then. Wigan against Birmingham. The DW Stadium has never seen such delight. Wigan obviously rock bottom of the Championship. They were doing pretty well at the beginning. The last 5 results since Sean Maloney came in. He's had a draw, a win, 2 draws, but another loss last week. They took the L at Preston last week, as we know. But Birmingham, they're in 19th with 38 points. They've lost their last 4 on the bounce. If Wigan are to get a win, they've got to take advantage of the poor form Birmingham are in, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, yeah. And I feel that obviously Wigan, out of the 2, Wigan's got more to play for because they're fighting for survival, being bottom of the league. You know what? I think Wigan's going to give them a game. I think Wigan's really going to push Birmingham and try and get something at this game. I do. You know what? I'm going to go on the fence with this one, Dan. I can't pick, so I'll go on the fence. I think it's going to be a draw.
On the fence. On the fence. He is gone. Ryan says Wigan 0, Birmingham 1. Tyler put his in a little bit earlier. He said Wigan 1, Birmingham 0. Kate went with a Birmingham win. Luke's gone for a Birmingham win. Colin's gone for a draw as well. So he's on the same minds as you. I've gone for Wigan. This is my underdog prediction. I've gone for Wigan to get the result. I just have a feeling that if these are the teams that they're going to need to beat to get themselves out of it. Ryan's changed his mind. He's gone for a 0-0. He's gone for a board draw. Your brother's gone for 1-0 to Birmingham. Connor's in. He says, Howard, just checking in. Please beat City in the next round, mate, and then I'll see you in the Prem next season. Well,
Connor.
fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. And goes 2-0 Birmingham. Interesting. Rich, why would we want to talk about Liverpool, Man United? Let's scar bum the crap out of all those clubs. Let's talk about the EFL while we're in it. Why not?
0-0 boring fucking draw. There you go.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Man United.
Crap bar TV companies that's going to finish like some dog shit scoreline. But yeah, so you've gone on the fence. Kate's gone for Birmingham. I've gone for Wigan. So again, only the second game where all of us are split. But it has been one of those. Just to run through those games this weekend while we're here. Hull take on West Brom Friday night at 8 p.m. The early kickoff is Blackburn against Sheffield United, as is Cardiff Bristol City. That's an early kickoff. So whether Rich is out of bed and fancies an away day, well, probably not. Too pumped up for Liverpool Man United, since that's all is going on about in the chat. Huddersfield Coventry start the proceedings at 3 o'clock as amongst another host of teams in Luton and Swansea. Borough Reading, Millwall taking on Norwich, Rotherham entertaining QPR, Sunderland take on Stoke, Watford and Preston, and Wigan, Birmingham. There is no Monday games this time round. It's all complete by the weekend. Rich says, can we have a prediction for Liverpool Man United Sunday, Dan? Make this one for a bonus point. Nah, what's the point? I might as well do a Prem prediction show if that's the case. Maybe next year when we're in the Prem. Maybe next year when we're in the Prem. Connor says, whoever West Brom is playing, I hope they win. DK has been great since his return. Yeah, Daryl DK has played pretty well since coming back for West Brom. Ryan says, great stream as always. Big up to you both. Big up to yourself, Ryan. Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much indeed. But that is the prediction show for this week. Thank you very much to everybody for getting involved. Keep it coming. Keep getting your predictions in. Really do enjoy it. And we'll see who has the most points again next week. Anthony, please tell people again where they can, challenge you, support you and your stuff that you do in regards to Arsenal Football Club.
Well, anybody, first of all, wants to challenge me in anything, just put it down here in the comments. Yeah, you can find me on a show that I do on YouTube. It's on Football United TV, Man United channel, called Gunners from All Corners. I'm not too sure if there is a show smart. There may be. I still got to get some guests on there. You know what it's like. Sometimes you have a ring around or whatever, message around, and you don't get a feedback, do you, after time? So I'm gonna try and get some different guests on there, and if it'll be airing tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Called Gunners from All Corners. We have Arsenal fans on there, all Arsenal content. We have a laugh, we have a debate, and all things Arsenal. So we've got to spice things up, really.
You do. Speaking of spicing things up,
here we go.
Man City fans coming out of the woodwork. Here they are. Charlie's in. Big up to yourself, Charlie. Hope you're well, pal.
What? It's fair play to Charlie. He was at the City. He was watching the game. Bristol City versus Man City, and he said, "What a bloody lovely stadium you got! It's like a fortress." That's what he said to me. These was his words.
Well, we all say things. I once told an ex I loved her. We all say these things, Anthony. We all say these things.
It's a nice stadium. Ashton Gate is a nice stadium.
Since you've done Ashton Gate up, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It goes to show that you can polish a turd. You can polish it. And if you can't, sprinkle a bit of glitter on it and hope for the best.
And a bit of sugar.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Please get into the description of this video. Go show your support. If you want Anthony on any of your shows or anything like that, hit him up on Twitter. The link is in the description. And also, please do go check out Top 10 Battles, a channel that me and Anthony do like to go on as well and help Brad out in terms of picking our top 10s, which is always great. So go show your support there as well. Last couple of comments that are coming in. Rich says, all Arsenal. Don't know what he's trying to get at there. John says, we take a gooner on the turf who's up in Troden. He gets some luck shouting for us in his cheeky Cockney accent. Well, I'm sure he'll be open and trying to blag for some tickets, John, when it comes to next season's games. I'm sure he will. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Please do keep supporting us. Really do appreciate it. Join us on Saturday. Please do join us on Saturday. We will be covering the Blackpool versus Burnley game, live watch along for you to get involved in. So come and go and show us your support during that one. We'll be live from 2:50. Fuck you, Anthony. We'll be back then. Until then, take care, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, whatever your plans are. It's nearly here. Just enjoy it. All the best. Thanks for watching. Good night.